Hey, welcome. In this lecture, you will learn on how to retrieve data from the Cloud Firestore database. And in order to do this, we are going to be using a documentation. So what we can do is we can create a new tab, then we can search for Flutter Fire. And over here, we have the firebase.flutter.dev. And this is the link we are currently interested in. So we can just go ahead and click this link. And scroll down, you can see we have some documentations to implement a lot of stuffs over here. We have the documentation to implement the Firebase Auth Cloud, Firestore Cloud Functions, Firebase messaging, Firebase Storage, Firebase Core, and so on. But currently, we are only interested in retrieving data from our Cloud Firestore database. So to easy our life, we can use the search input and search for the one-time read. And basically, we have two popular ways in order to retrieve our data from the Cloud Firestore. And that is the one-time read, which is also referred to as the future builder, and the real-time changes, which is also referred to as the stream builder. Now, one of the major differences between the future builder and the stream builder is you can take the future builder as your Facebook post. Whenever you want to see a new post, most of the time you have to refresh your screen in order to get the recent post. That is for the future builder. Then for the real-time changes, which is also the stream builder, as the name implies, real-time changes. You can see this as your one-to-one chat. Whenever you send a message to a user, the user immediately gets that message and send back their feedback, and as well, you immediately get that message. So those are the major differences between the future builder, which is the one-time read, and the real-time changes, which is the stream builder. And currently, we are about to use the one-time changes, that is the future builder. And the reason for this is because we just want to display the current user. We don't want to post a product or upload a product and we want that to immediately get to the screen. But what we just want is we just want to retrieve the user and display that user one time. Okay, so you can easily just type this out, but you can always refer to this documentation whenever you want to implement something like this. So we can just go ahead and copy right from this future builder and over it ends here. Then Control and C, then back to VS Code and account screen or whatsoever you called yours. Control and B to make this wide, and we can, sorry, we can get rid of that or take that a bit to the bottom, then paste this. And we have all this error, and that is because we have to import it, alight, use control and dot, then import the Cloud Firestore package. And over here we have this future, which is basically referring to the source of the data. So what we can do is you can see we already have this collection reference users. We basically want to fetch our users. So we can copy this, Ctrl and C, and paste that over here. And you can see it is asking for the document ID, right? That is the current logged in user ID. To get this, we can just go ahead and use the Firebase port dot instance, sorry, Firebase port dot instance, Then to get the current user, remember you can also just save this in a variable, and you can just go ahead and use the underscore auth, then dot current user. Okay, that's instance dot current user. Then we want to get the UID of the user, and we are getting the UID. So we basically want to display the profile details of the current user. And the name of our collection is called buyers. So we have to rename this collection to say buyers. Okay, and this is basically it. And over here, they are saying if the snapshot, the connection state equal to connection state done. Remember to take some time to retrieve the data. So if it is done retrieving the data, then for the now they're just returning a test of this. So we can get rid of this and instead copy the scaffold we have. We copy and cut out of that place and paste this over here. Else, if it is not, if it is still loading, for now we have this test. But what we can do, if it is still trying to fetch the data, we want to return a circle avatar. Sorry, what am I saying? A circular progress indicator. Sorry for that. Okay, and this is basically it. And now you can see we have this variable called data, and this equal to snapshot the data, and this will basically give us the data as we have in our cloud Firestore database or each field we have in our Firebase. So scroll down and over here, now within the circle avatar, it has this property known as background image. And this is going to take in a widget known as network image. And we can then say data. And the field we want to access is the profile image. Profile image. Okay. Control and S to save, and we should have our profile image displayed. And let's see what we call that other field. Full name. Okay, Mark Famous. So we could get rid of this test, the default test. Data. Full name. Okay. Get rid of this and data email. And this is basically it, I guess. We shouldn't have any error. Okay, we just have to hot restart this, or probably we just have to relog in. I doubt if I have logged in, or we just have to refresh first. Probably we should be getting a no error if we are not logged in. So we just have to refresh this. This should basically work as expected for sure. Okay, I think, okay, refreshed. No check, and that is because we are calling a field that does not really exist, right? So we have to relog in. And I'm going to change this to the login screen.